So in my previous class I have already discussed the Bohr's theory of hydrogen atom, and in Bohr's theory we have calculated the radius, energy, velocity, frequency, wavelength and wave number of electron in hydrogen atom, and also we have discussed some problems regarding the calculation of radius of hydrogen atom, radius of the orbit of electron in hydrogen atom, and the expression of the energy, total energy, which is the sum of the kinetic energy as well as potential energy, we have also discussed. Today we have to solve one problem basing upon that energy formula, that find the energy of electron of hydrogen atom in the second orbit. We have to calculate the energy of the electron in hydrogen atom when the electron is revolving along the second orbit, because according to Bohr's model the electrons are just revolving in fixed orbit, and we know the some constants are there in the expression of the energy, that are Planck's constant H 6.62 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule second. The mass is 9.11 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg, and the charge of the electron is 1.59, which is approximately taken as 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So to calculate the energy we have to take the expression, the formula for that energy, and from the expression of energy in nth orbit we have taken the total energy is minus half into 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught mz e fourth divided by epsilon naught n square h square, where epsilon naught is how much, that is permittivity of the free space. Here we are just writing this formula, means last expression we have not written because it is easy to put the value of 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught here. This value we know, and this value we can also put, so it will become 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Simply we have to take that k square 2 pi square z square me fourth. This formula we can write like this, because in k square means 1 by 4 square pi square epsilon naught square, and here epsilon naught is epsilon naught square, and pi square we have multiplied here, we have multiplied 2 here. You can get this value from the above equation. From this above equation you can write this expression, and dividing and multiplying something. Then for hydrogen atom we know the atomic number is 1, that is Z equal to 1, and for the second orbit I have already told the n is an integer. For the second orbit the value of n equal to 2, and that k value, that 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is 9 into 10 to the power 9, and so total energy will become minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught square 2 pi square me fourth divided by 4 h square, and putting all the values, that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is 9 into 10 to the power 9 into 2 pi square into that mass of the electron 9.11 into 10 to the power minus 31 into the charge of the electron fourth power, and here below 4 Planck's constant square, which is the Planck's constant, and putting this value, that is 6.62 into 10 to the power minus 34 whole square, we can get this mass 3.40 eV. This eV is the electron volt, and this eV is nothing but 1 unit of energy, and the total energy you can express 1 joule equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 eV. We can express joule in terms of eV. You will know it later, but you have to remember here that eV is the unit of the energy. So the total energy we can get 3.40 eV. So the energy of the electron of hydrogen atom in the second orbit is this much, 3.40 eV. And you can also calculate the energy of the electron in third orbit, fourth orbit, fifth orbit. You have to just put the value of the n here according to the orbit. And next come to one thing, that is hydrogen spectrum. we have already discussed that Rutherford model cannot give any clarification regarding the hydrogen spectrum. That means experimentally the hydrogen spectrum are line spectrum, which is consist of different series spectral lines, but that model cannot give explanation. And Bohr modified that Rutherford model and gave some idea about hydrogen spectrum. So what are the ideas given by Bohr regarding the hydrogen spectrum? We have to discuss here. First, we have to know what is hydrogen spectrum. Actually, we know from Bohr's model that when electrons in an atom absorb some energy, it get excited. They jump from a lower energy level to a higher energy level. This thing we know. And when they come back from higher to lower energy level, they emit radiations. When you have to just imagine, if a person in the lower step of the suppose a person in the lower step, to move to upward, he has required some energy. But when a person just wants to move from upper to lower, he just radiates, means release some energy. Like that, here in case of the hydrogen spectrum, we know when electrons are at a fixed orbit, suppose the electron is in the single orbit, first orbit, it just want to go to the second orbit, it has to absorb some energy. And when the electron just moves from higher orbit to lower orbit, it will radiate some energy. And that radiations, that means the emission spectrum through hydrogen, is known as hydrogen spectrum. That type of the radiation, that means the energy released when the electron just jumps from higher to lower, that or when the electrons just move from higher to lower, the energy will release, and when it moves from lower to higher, it will absorb energy. So two types of the spectrum will come, that is absorption spectrum and emission spectrum. But here today we will discuss about the emission spectrum. That means when the electron just jumps from higher to lower orbit, how it will radiate energy, and what is the spectrums, what are the series lines. I have discussed the hydrogen spectrum is nothing but the line spectrum. So what are the different series we can get here, we have to discuss about that. And simply the phenomenon for emission of spectrum through hydrogen is known as hydrogen spectrum. When the spectrum is emitted, that is known as hydrogen spectrum. And simply when a gas is excited using an electron discharge and light emitted is viewed the spectrum observed. How we can observe that spectrum? This is the full description about the observation of the spectrum. Suppose gas discharging tube is here, which is containing some hydrogen. Here some hydrogen is there. But when we will just excited this hydrogen gas, it will just move and passes through this tube, and finally it will just exert on the prism. And here diffraction pattern you will see as diffraction pattern. I will discuss it later in the optics chapter, but you have to just look one thing, that here diffraction pattern will obtain, and this diffraction pattern, from that we can see different spectrum. These are just, you see, these are the line spectrum, strip line. These are the different colors. I have not given here some colors, but different color of the spectra having different wavelength you can achieve. We will discuss about that later. So this is a hydrogen emission spectrum. How the phenomenon, how observed, how occurs, we will discuss here. And then we have to discuss that the observed spectrum consists not of a continuous band of the light, but of individual lines having specific wavelength. I have already told that these are, you have to just observe, this is the final line spectrum which we will get by exciting this hydrogen gas. These are not the line means continuous spectrum. These are just strip line. You have to observe this one, this one, this one, this one. And regarding the wavelength, they are of different. This line spectrum has wavelength different from this line spectrum. This line spectrum has different wavelength from this line spectrum. That means it can be easily identified one can easily identify all the spectrum of the hydrogen atom. And so hydrogen spectrum is an important piece of evidence to show the quantized electronic structure of an atom. That means we can easily notice the structure of an atom from this hydrogen spectrum regarding the wavelength difference. And the hydrogen emission spectrum consists of radiation of discrete frequency. Since that wavelength is different, so frequency also different, because frequency and wavelength are just dependent upon each other. And these series of the radiations are named after different scientists who discovered them. So these are the series spectrum of the hydrogen atom are just named after different scientists who have observed that one. And that series are consist of simply we have to discuss here 5 series of hydrogen atom. First one is Lyman series. One thing is simply wrongly written here. You have to notice it. I am just telling, and you have to note down my talk, not this line, because simple mistake is there. Actually, when the transition of electron occurs from different orbit to the first cell or to the first orbit, but here it is just wrongly written that the transition of the electron from the first cell to any other cell. This one is correct, but for absorption spectrum. But when we are just discussing about the emission spectrum, you have to change this line. Just I am talking the transition of electron from any other cell to the first cell is known as Lyman series. I am repeating again. You have to note down that the transition of electron from any other orbit to the first cell is known as Lyman series. And when all the spectrum are coming down from any other series, I have to show you that figure later. You have to remember this one. Just when the transition of the electron from the first cell to means when the transition of the electron occurs from any higher orbit to the first cell, that is known as Lyman series. And here n equal to 1, because the electrons are just coming from any higher orbit to the first cell. So we have to put here n equal to 1 and n1 equal to 1. Means n equal to 1, that is n1 we are taking 1 and n2 equal to 2, 3, 4. And the equation for the wave number, in my previous class I have discussed this expression. You have to remember that RH is the Rydberg constant, and the expression is like that: nu bar equal to RH whole into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. That expression we have already discussed in our previous class while we are just explaining the expression for this wave number. So you have to simply put here in terms of n1, that is 1 square, because all the electrons are jumping from any other orbit to the first orbit. So we are putting n1 equal to 1 and nu bar equal to RH whole into 1 by 1 square minus 1 by n square. And this n may be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 onwards, because all the electrons can come from the second orbit to the first orbit. They can come from the third orbit to the first orbit. They can come from fourth orbit to the first orbit, where RH is called the Rydberg constant. Next we have to discuss about the second one, that is Balmer series, and this is named after the scientist also. This statement is correctly written that when the transition of electron occurs from any outer orbit to the second orbit, it is called Balmer series, that is n equal to 2. That means all the electrons are coming from, or every electrons are coming from any outer orbit, from the third orbit, from the fourth orbit, from the fifth orbit to the second orbit. So here we have to put n1 equal to 2 n2 equal to 3, 4, 5, 6 onwards. So the wave number of the lines constituting the Palmer series are given by the equation we can written like that: nu bar equal to RH whole into 1 by 2 square minus 1 by n square. In terms of n1 we have to put 2 square, and where n equal to 3, 4, 5, 6, just like that. That means the electrons can jump from third orbit to the second orbit, the electron can jump from the fourth orbit to the second orbit, the electron can jump from fifth orbit to the second orbit. Next come to Paschen series. When the transition of electrons occurs from any outer orbit to the third orbit, that is called Paschen series. That type of the series spectra are known as Paschen series. So the equation for the wave number is simply written: nu bar equal to RH whole into 1 by 3 square minus 1 by n square, where n equal to 4, 5, 6 onwards. That means the electrons can jump from 4 to the third orbit, 5 to the third orbit, and 6 to the third orbit also. And the series spectra we will obtain then are known as Paschen series. Next come to bracket series. What we will observe when we will observe the bracket series, that when the transition of electron occurs from any outer orbit to the fourth orbit, it is called bracket series. And for the expression of the wave number we have written nu bar equal to RH whole into 1 by 4 square minus 1 by n square, and here n equal to 5, 6, 7. That means when the electron transition occurs from any outer orbit to fourth orbit, the electrons can jump from 5th to 4th, 6th to 4th, 7th to 4 and onwards. From infinite to 4 also the electrons can come. Then we can say the series is known as the bracket series. Then come to Pfund series. When the transition of electrons occurs from any outer orbit to the fifth orbit, it is called Pfund series, and the expression for the wave number is written as nu bar equal to RH whole into 1 by 5 square minus 1 by n square, and where n is 6, 7, 8, that one. That means the electron transition can occurs from 6th orbit to the 5th orbit, from 7th orbit to the 5th orbit, from 8th to the 5th orbit. Then the series obtained, that is the Pfund series spectra. Next, I have to show the picture clearly, which is visible here, and simply I have told that the series spectra have different wavelength. You have to plot this diagram in your note. That Lyman series, I have told you that here these are the different orbit. This is n1, this one is 1, and this one is n equal to 2, and this is the third orbit, that is n equal to 3. This one is the third orbit, that is n equal to 3, and this one is the fourth orbit. For that I have written here that n equal to 4, and this is the fifth orbit, so n equal to 5th, and here that is n equal to 6. You just see all the series spectra, that means all the lines are from 6th to the first orbit. You have to observe here, that means n equal to 1, it will come from n to n equal to 1 from any other orbit. Here also second orbit means 6th orbit to the first orbit. Here also from fourth orbit to first orbit, and here also from the third orbit to the first orbit. Here also from the second orbit to the first orbit. So from all the higher orbit the electron will come to the first orbit. Then this series spectra what we will observe, that is known as Lyman series, and you have to just see this one is the wavelength range, nanometer order. These are the wavelength range. These series spectra have different wavelength, I have already told. So these are the different wavelength. Next, you can observe easily that from any higher orbit, from 6th to the second orbit, from 5th to the second orbit, from 4th to the second orbit, From third to the second orbit, here all the series spectra, this combination, that blackening in color, is known as Balmer series. Here that yellowish color spectra is known as Lyman series. And you have to see that Paschen series. In Paschen series, from any other orbit to the third orbit, n equal to 6, n equal to 5, these are of different wavelength. Like that, when it will come from any higher orbit to the fourth orbit, that are known as, what do you mean by Paschen, then bracket, and any higher orbit to the fifth orbit means only here I have represented 6. From 6 to 5 is known as Pfund series. So this is all about the hydrogen spectral series. Here you can also clearly visible from the clear picture what are the different colors, because wavelength range is different, frequency range is different, so different color spectra are there, and these are having different colors. Sometimes the question will come this type of, that means Lyman series lies in which region? The answer is Lyman series lies in UV region, means ultraviolet region, and that Balmer series is lies in visible region, that means this can be visible, and Paschen series lies in infrared region, bracket series lies in far infrared region, and Pfund series is lies far infrared region. Almost all these two questions will come repeatedly in the council exam also, that Lyman series lies in which region and Balmer series lies in which region. So Balmer series is lies in visible region, two short questions are there. Lyman series lies in UV region, that means ultraviolet region. You can easily mark here this the first orbit, second line spectra, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, from infinite. So when the electron transition occurs from any outer orbit to the first orbit, you can easily observe that is Lyman, and this color is also UV color, this means violet color. You can easily see, you can easily remember that Lyman series lies in ultraviolet region. And Balmer series, all the electrons or every electrons can come from any outer orbit to the second orbit, and the wavelength range is also 4000 angstrom, and here visible region, Balmer series lies in the visible region. Then next Paschen series, every electrons can come from any outer orbit to the third orbit, and it will lies in far infrared, the wavelength range is 600 angstrom. And then bracket series, it will be in far infrared region, and Pfund is also lies in far infrared region. And almost all the hydrogen spectrum has the range between 4000 angstrom to 7000 angstrom. Within this range all the hydrogen spectrum will lie. So this is all about the hydrogen spectrum, which is concluded by Bohr. But what are the failures of this model we will discuss in next class, in my next lecture.